It's summer. We all have different things that happen for us during the summer, things we look forward to. And I don't know if you're anything like me. It's been a while since I've been in school. It's been longer since some of you have been in school. But the school schedule lives in my heart and in my brain and in my bones, and it doesn't matter. I still come to work. Yeah, I go home a little earlier because the B'nai Mitzvah students aren't here. They're at summer camp, so I don't have late meetings. Thank you, summer camp. But it's summertime. School's out. So maybe you're a pool person, or maybe you're a beach person. Maybe you're a road trip person. Maybe you love the airport. If you do, please talk to me. I want to know why. Maybe, like I said earlier, maybe there are things you've been putting off and putting off and putting off because summer, there will be time to do it. Some of us are gardeners, and this is a beautiful time to enjoy the fruits of our garden, especially if you make your own, if you grow your own vegetables, if you grow your own lettuce. Will you share some with me? I'm desperate for a salad. Please, seriously. Summer is mostly fun. But in the Jewish world, we have a couple of moments in the summer that add additional meaning, although you wouldn't necessarily call them fun. First, for your clergy, it is time to start thinking about the high holidays, and don't worry, we are already doing that. Oh, are we already doing that? But also, in the summer is when we encounter the month of Av. And in the summer, we have Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, which was yesterday. The 9th of Av is the saddest day on the Jewish calendar. It is a day of complete and utmost mourning. According to the rabbis, every calamity that has befallen the Jewish people has happened on Tisha B'Av. It's amazing. How can it be? At least spiritually, they all happened on the 9th of Av. We remember not only the first temple's destruction, but the destruction of the second temple. We remember expulsions and pogroms. We remember the Holocaust and more. In recent years, we've added a remembrance of October 7th to our mourning on Tisha B'Av. And because it falls in the summer, it puts us in a strange predicament, because our Jewish summer camps, where our children go to spend the summer not only having fun but learning about Judaism, have to address Tisha B'Av in some way. How can you do that at Jewish summer camp? And I'll tell you one thing I remember. One summer at my camp was Tisha B'Av. We didn't know that. We barely knew what day of the week it was in the Gregorian calendar, let alone on the Hebrew calendar. And our counselors had been collecting milk cartons all summer. At the end of every breakfast, they would collect those square cardboard milk cartons. We didn't know why. Well, after breakfast that day, we were sitting outside, and they gave each group of us, each cabin, a box full of those little cardboard milk cartons. And they said, okay, build something. Build what? Build whatever you want. Talk about it as a group. Discuss, what do you want to build? Something, maybe the tallest tower, maybe the longest snake, whatever you want to build. And they gave us 15 minutes and some tape. And we built. And we built. And we were so proud. And at the end, the counselors came around and asked us what we'd built. And we got to give a 5-minute presentation. And then what happened? One of our Israeli counselors came by and destroyed every single one of them without telling us that they were going to be doing that. And then we sat around and talked about the destruction of the temple. And we sat around and we talked about what it was like to have something you'd worked on and something that was important to you destroyed, with the knowledge that my shopping mall made of milk cartons is not the same as the temple. It was a useful and age-appropriate way to discuss Tisha B'Av at Jewish summer camp. If you want to do that, we can do that later. I don't have any milk cartons, though. It's hard. It's hard to be in the middle of summer, in the middle of joy, in the middle of vacation, and to be asked to pause, stop, sit, think about every terrible thing that's happened to us as a Jewish people. But that's not all it is. There's a whole calendrical cycle happening here, and this Shabbat is called Shabbat Nachamu. It's the Shabbat of comfort. It's the Shabbat that comes immediately after Tisha B'Av, and it marks the end of 3 weeks of mourning that have led up to Tisha B'Av, and it marks the beginning of 7 weeks of comfort that will follow, leading to the High Holy Days. This Shabbat Nachamu is supposed to be a hopeful turning point. We remember that despite the trauma and the tragedy of our people, we will still celebrate and we will still have joy. The Jewish experience from Tisha B'Av to Rosh Hashanah is a study in emotional extremes. On Tisha B'Av, traditionally, Jews would wear sackcloth and ashes, sit on the floor, chant from Eicha, the Book of Lamentations. Our soul is as low can be. And throughout the next 7 weeks, as we travel through the rest of Av, through Elul, and prepare for Rosh Hashanah, our spirits begin to rise, hitting a high point of joy and celebration for the new year, the birthday of the world. It's a roller coaster. And like a roller coaster, if you do not buckle your seatbelt, if you don't take care, if you don't pay attention and attend to our experience, there is the potential for emotional and spiritual whiplash. It's a deeply challenging and holy thing to raise ourselves out of the depths. Over and over we experience trauma as Jewish people. Over and over we face physical and spiritual obstacles. How, you might reasonably wonder, do we keep getting up from the floor after Tisha B'Av is over? How can we turn again to celebration and to joy? Resilience. We are a resilient people. In her new-ish book, Unfolding, Rabbi Karen Kadar imagines what Rabbi Yehoshua might have said to us during this time of year. She bases this imagining on Talmudic passages and on Psalms, and this is what she writes. Rabbi Yehoshua said, "My sons, come and I will tell you. Not to mourn at all is impossible, because what has happened has been decreed." He said, "My daughters, come and I will tell you. To mourn too much is impossible, because the sages will not impose a decree that cannot be endured. Rather, thus say the sages, a man may paint his house, but he should leave a corner bare, so that all may see. A man can prepare a banquet, but he should leave out certain foods, so that all may know. A woman shall adorn herself with jewels, but leave out a stone, so that all may understand. Not to mourn at all is impossible. We suffer such great loss. But let us not fall into darkness as we remember our loss. To mourn too much is to deny the power of the Spirit. We shall once again sing songs of praise. We shall once again dance with joy." Not only are we resilient, but here we are also reminded of the importance of emotional balance. We cannot only mourn, nor can we only dance. We hold both. We always hold both. I also can't approach this time of year without thinking of Psalm 30. It's not one of our more well-known psalms. It doesn't have a weekly spot on Friday evening or Shabbat morning. Psalm 30 seems to be a script for those of us who have been low and feeling hopeless. The psalmist reminds us to call out to God, who will never abandon us, and God will answer. Here are the last 2 verses of that psalm. Hafachti mispedi lemacholi, pitachta saki v'ta'azreni simcha. You have turned my wail into a waltz for me. You untied my sackcloth and girded me with joy. Lema'an yizamercha chavod velo yidom, Adonai Elohai le'olam odeka. So that my whole being might sing songs to you endlessly without silence. O my eternal God, my thanks I give to you forever. This is precisely the moment in the Jewish calendar for this psalm. For some of us, standing up and shedding our sackcloths, shedding our mourning to turn to joy, is an easy task, something we cannot wait to do. For others, this moment is more difficult. We dwell in the sadness and the despair, and it's challenging to arise and move on to what's next. So we look to God, to our tradition, and to our community for help. And is so often the case, we can turn to Debbie Friedman's musical legacy for inspiration too. She was a pioneer in Jewish music. She took the musical style of guitar and song leading from summer camp to elevated and meaningful Jewish prayer. Some of her compositions guide us every week. Others we hear less often, like her piece she based on Psalm 30, Mourning into Dancing. As we enter the 7 weeks of comfort leading to the High Holy Days, let our souls not be still. As we stand up from our lowest point, may we also lift our spirits, and may we turn with joy to what lies ahead as our mourning turns to dancing. Shabbat Shalom. You turn my mourning into dancing, so that my soul might sing to you, so that my soul sing to you, and it not be still.
You turn my mourning into dancing, so that my soul might sing to you, so that my soul sing to you, and let it not be still.
Oh God, my God, forever I will thank you. Oh God, my God, forever I will thank you. Oh Decca.
I sing praises to the Holy One, who lifts me up when I have fallen. And I cry to you to heal me, and you have answered all my prayers. Now I sing praises to the Holy One, who lifts me up when I have fallen. And I cry to you to heal me, and you have answered all my prayers.
Oh God, my God, forever I will thank you. Oh God, my God, forever I will thank you. Oh Decca.
You turn my mourning into dance,